Hello, everybody, and
Line
welcome
detail.
to the Learn Dota. No, it's not to Line Detail. To the Learn Dota 2 League Season 16 Quarterfinals. Looking at Hollywood, looking at Dusty, looking at Cranberry Sprite, but don't look too close because it makes him nervous. Game 2.
Why'd you say that? Now I'm
Last
nervous.
last time, the Dusty team got just so badly outdrafted that even though the Hollywood team kind of didn't really play all that great, they still just kind of walked all over them. Just no answers to either the pause 1 or the pause 2 in the Hollywood lineup. Let's see what happens this time. Pitlord gets through
All
again.
right, same
First
bands on
pick.
both teams.
I think the Dusty lineup banned out something that wasn't Disruptor in game 1. I don't remember what though.
No, I think it was Disruptor.
Who knows?
Oh well.
Pitlord up, first here. I don't really like Pitlord as a first pick, to be honest with you. I don't think he's strong enough this patch. He's definitely a good hero to have on your repertoire, but first pick is a little much.
Well, I think when you're a little limited on your hero pool, you kind of have to put that hero in the first phase so it doesn't just get banned immediately a bit.
There you go.
Um,
Could at least do an 8 pick, though, you know?
Yeah, no, totally. Because, like, are they gonna pick it? I know Vex does not like Underlord, and it's
Nope.
the same reason I don't like it. You know, just trying to stay awake playing it.
Undying comes up here.
Alright, we got the two uns now.
Yep. You've got Pitlord and Undying, you know, the two uns.
Hit board.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, Pit starts with an un, you know?
Underworld Devourer.
Yeah, Underworld, Underwear Eater.
Underwear Devourer. Eater of
Odor
Overlords.
Eaters, yeah.
Eater of Overlords, yep.
Eater of overalls. We got it
That
all
sounds like a
covered now.
bad. I don't like that job. Sound like a fun one.
You don't want to eat old overalls?
No, mine are, 2 months old and they're looking pretty worse for wear.
I like the combination of the Undying and the Snapfire.
Deny pick, because
Yep.
Tombstone's the most OP part about Undying.
Hey, you
Right,
know,
guys?
I've said it before, I'll say it again. A lot of people think that the Snapfire into Undying is bad for Undying just because of the Tombstone, but it's actually bad in a lot of other ways, too. Most notably in the fact that the Snapfire likes to engage these very short scenarios, right? You know,
Close and personal.
get the cookie, get the boomstick, get the kill, get out of there, right? That's the kind of gameplay that Snapfire likes, and Undying likes long, slow, drawn-out encounters, and can't stop the Snapfire from achieving her goal there. Problem is I don't think they're any good together. I think if you draft Snapfire, you have to have somebody with an actual stun with her. Like a not
Yep.
stupid, unreliable cookie stun. And you would really
Like, I wanna
ideally
see a
want that on the
Pudge.
supports.
I want to see a Pudge from Vex here.
Yeah, there we go.
Come on. Let's do it.
Rana coming up.
Alright, 3 Zoo hero bans. What is this, last patch? Come on, guys.
Marana, a very annoying hero for the Snapfire to deal with, and somebody who really doesn't care about Undying at all, and is a Hollywood
Good tomb
specialty.
clicker,
So,
too.
yep. Overall, a very strong pick from what we have on the board so far.
You buy one Wraith Band and you can kill Tomb all by yourself in a leap.
Yep. And even if you can't kill the Tombstone by yourself, if for some reason you're in that scenario, you know, Leap is something that neither of the people on the enemy
Just
team
get
so
away.
far have anything to do about, so.
Yep. OD ban.
Not too surprising.
Pudge ban, unlucky.
Damn,
It's
looks
pretty
like your
good hero
dreams
for
never
them,
come true.
I would say. Because I want to see his Discord kitten, playing in the league, but don't think it's gonna happen.
Yeah, he's not even going to have his Discord cat playing in the league, because Kitty's not even in this league anymore.
Yep. Well, she's taking the Exodus from Dota, so. At least
Yeah,
that's what she's doing.
she's taking the 2-day-long Exodus from Dota and has already reinstalled it, which is why I'm flaming her on the cast.
Oh my god! Already reinstalled.
Yeah, if
Not
you haven't shamed her in her DMs already, now would be the time.
All I can say is, if you're not enjoying the game,
Don't play it.
and you're stressed about MMR, don't even play it.
I was straight up telling her, I know I'm a Dota 2 caster. I know it is directly counterproductive to my videos having interest to say, if you don't like Dota 2, don't play it. But if you don't like Dota 2, if you're not having fun, like, why are you here?
Video
Don't do
games,
that,
at
kitty.
the end of the day, are supposed to be fun and, take the edge off a bit,
And Kitty just wants the edge, I guess. Ow the edge, as they say. Anti-mage ban
And,
here is interesting. I don't think I would have...
oh yeah.
I don't
Okay.
think I would ban an anti-mage if I wasn't planning something specific, at least not from this scenario. Gonna have a Faceless Void coming up here, which further confuses the anti-mage ban, because that's like an awesome matchup for Faceless Void.
I mean, I think it's just a princess hero, and they're probably scared. And
Not really.
People are often scared of, heroes that have a lot of potential game impact.
I would not describe Princess as being a particularly anti-mage enjoying player. I would not put that in the Princess pool, really. Silencer coming out. Wants to just completely... Yep. Wants to completely blue ball some of those Chronospheres and some of those Snap ults. Also, pretty distinct and annoying counter for Undying to have to deal with. I've always said on the cast, hey, what's big, green, and does no damage?
5 seconds remaining.
Naked Undying.
No, the answer is Viper. And what's small, green, and does no damage?
Undying?
A silenced Undying.
Yeah. True. Silencer's a love and hate hero, People pick him for a lot of reasons. Back in the Wraith Pack meta, I would first pick Enigma, and people would be like, "Oh my god, pick Silencer!" And then nothing would happen, because I don't even use Black Hole, Now you can't do that, because Enigma's a limp, wet noodle of a hero.
He's a Limp Biscuit. Necro into Faceless Void is a very nasty matchup. We actually saw a game very recently where, in that specific scenario, the Necro almost dumpstered the Faceless Void, and his team kind of fell apart around him, though. We've already seen that particular matchup just end very poorly for the guy.
Yeah.
The only thing
I muted my mic, because you would have heard me screaming as I kill a mosquito. That was about the size of a fucking house cat.
The only thing in this lineup so far that Necro really cares about is Snapfire.
Yeah, it's quite a lot of magic damage. And, Undying can, if he gets a Glimmer and a few points in Soul Rip, he might be able to save
Soul Rip is pretty wimpy, but yeah, as far as saving people...
It's pretty wimpy, because nobody puts any more than 1 point in it.
In fairness, it's still very wimpy with 4 levels. I thought you meant as like a way to kill Ghost Shroud, but yeah, as a save there, obviously it's very annoying. But then again, you're probably mostly going to be... You're probably mostly going to be getting size in scenarios where Undying isn't around, or when there's a global silence out.
That's true.
Zeus is coming out here just to be another guy whose silencer massively screws over.
Yeah, he doesn't really like building a Dispel unless he's going the right-click build, but nobody's good enough at the right-click build to pick that in LA12, so...
Yep. Just,
surprise, it's not broken as fuck that you can just pick it and play it, and it's good. You have to have some practice on it.
The silencer here so far is still like an incredibly strong pick. If whoever's playing it, presumably Copless, is going to be able to pull it off. Just like a well-timed global in a fight is something that none of these guys can deal with, like in the slightest, basically.
Yeah. Like, Void doesn't want to build a Manta. Not every game. There are some games where he's fine with it, but not this game. And, Snapfire might build a Lotus. Undying might get Greaves, but that's only good for,
it's only good when it happens.
Or themselves. Yeah.
There's going to be a lot of this game where that doesn't happen. It's going to be like... You're going to be putting out that fire so much, and every second that you're spending putting out the fire of the global silence is a second you're not spending putting out the fire of the Necro, not spending putting out the fire of the Mirana. and not
Yep.
not spending thinking about whatever their puzzle is going to be in the slightest.
Yep. And it's definitely going to be Looter Necro. So he's going to buy TP boots, and the second he gets them, go to a lane and kill people.
Yep.
And then the enemy team's going to go, what the
And
heck's
he's
going
going to build
on,
Bottle and tilt Kitty.
well, yeah. Bottle. Yeah.
Floridar and Night Stalker both banned. Targeting Vex here, not surprising. It would be a shock to
just
my
good
system
heroes.
to see anyone picked here.
10
Necro.
seconds remaining.
Despite having a Underlord, is pretty nice, but
5 seconds remaining.
I
I'm
don't wanna
already
see the
liking this
Princess
game
Knight.
because there's more stuns. We got 3 stuns.
Yeah, you got
Wonderful.
Arrow, you got Cookie, and you got Bash. The 3 most reliable stuns in the whole game.
I was gonna say Scythe, but
Yeah, there you
it's
go.
not a true stun.
It's
You know.
it's my stun with a 160-second cooldown, and here comes Medusa.
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 Another LD to a classic hero. Underlord Medusa on the same team.
Yep.
Let's go.
A very annoying hero, actually, for the most part. They're gonna pull out the Darkseer to try and counter that.
Let's go. Okay.
Very annoying hero for the Dire to try and deal with, because it's like the way you build against Medusa is very fundamentally incompatible with the way you build against the other heroes. It's like you're going to have to build different items for Medusa, then you're going to build for the Necro, and you're going to build different for Necro, then you're going to build for the Silencer, and you're still basically ignoring the Pit Lord and the Mirana doing that.
Yeah. I think pretty good Darkseer game if he can avoid the Underlord.
Yeah, the biggest
But
downside
the
here is
great-
going to be that
the great thing
go
is you're just gonna get your Underlord auras. You vac wall Dusa and Underlord. You get that Underlord passive and any auras he's built, which pretty nice. So hopefully Vex can pop off, but we'll see.
Yeah, the only downside here is that the Pit Lord passive also applies to illusions, so
Yep.
any fakes made from Darkseer are going to be doing like no damage at all, which is slightly unfortunate, especially in Medusa, because you're taking the clone Medusa's already kind of insubstantial damage on all the individual arrows, and then shaving off another 30 to 45% of that.
Yep. So in the end, Darkseer's auras or Elus are gonna do like 80% damage.
Yep, they're gonna have to find
not much, but
we're gonna have to find
He's
something
the
to
one
do to get the Underlord out of fights in this game. If Pit Lord is allowed to stay by things and not just die immediately, then it's gonna be very hard to do anything in fights at all, really.
I think this game on Vex, I think he's gonna need a mech and then a pipe, and then go for blink ags or something like that, and try to solo carry. But it's gonna be a rough one with this Necro and Underlord wall in front.
Yeah.
Down. We'll see.
It is gonna be interesting, especially with the potential ability for this team to immediately just reset team fights. Like, you can have a
voice line right there. Your life, much like your head, lacked a point.
Why did you read it like that? You read it like you were reading it in an Indian accent, and then you just didn't have the accent.
What? Oh, it's just that the timbre. Yeah, whatever. What's the video? Number 13. Burger King foot lettuce. As Copless runs away from the entire Dire team, he narrowly makes it, and they can't find him in the trees.
And then he gets tipped. What an entertaining cast.
Silence, fool.
Just hit him with the. Oh my god.
Barrel, calm down, dude.
Big what? All I can say is I'm professional and very good at this.
True. Copless is walked back up to the rune spot, and what a surprise, he almost dies trying to do so. It turns out that round 2 is not different from round 1, but Barrel's gonna whiff a blood grenade. So there's that at least. And Cobbles is gonna get tipped again, probably for being Scottish.
Yeah.
Did you see your own games cast earlier?
Was it the ones where we were 1v5-4ing or 4v5?
No, your bracket games.
No. When did they?
Oh, that's very sad. This morning, I uploaded them.
Oh.
It's very sad because you missed the joke I made then, where I'm like, yeah, last season, Mighty Midget, you were on a team with Otto von Bismarck, Warcarp, Otto von Bismarck, Otto von Bismarck, and yourself.
I did. Well, they came out 7 hours ago, so I was
Yeah, there you go.
not looking for them.
And I really hope Copless watches that, or at least watches this video where I reiterate it. So he was like, oh, fella, calling me a wee English lad. I cannot believe it.
It's a whole minute into the game and Vex has no manners. What will he do?
Top tower is under attack.
Probably Q a Vanguard. Vanguard into the
He did get the lane pulled back, which is good, but you know, he has no resources and was in his shop, so he missed the last hit, and Princess is denying a couple.
everybody
Once
is
again,
denying
Looter's
this again.
still on top. Looter's double last hits of everyone. Holy.
Yeah, followed only by
No,
members of his own
Batman.
team.
Yeah.
Yeah, now the top
Oh.
last hits on Dire are half of what Looter has here. It's going to be an interesting
Oh,
mid
yeah.
matchup. I do think this is going to favor Zeus more and more as it goes on. There's going to be a spike at 6.
It is Maniac, so
It's not very nice.
you know, as Barrel once said.
What did he
I don't know
say?
what Barrel says. other than one 3-letter acronym.
Yeah, well, as Barrel once said, well, I can't say that on TV actually, but as Barrel once said,
Oh,
3
boy.
straight minutes of sensor beeping.
Beep beep beep. Yeah, just where's the soundboard?
Ooh,
Oh,
Bliss barely
no.
dodging out the arrow there.
Bliss's
see, once
two
again.
polarities. Big Chad move.
Let's see, once again on the old pause one, which is where we thought he would end up at the start of the season until we realized that's where he was sticking Doughboy, who no-showed on him a million times.
Sticking what and where?
He's, we thought that he was going to get stuck on pause 1 this season. He tried to stick Doughboy on pause 1 instead, but unfortunately Doughboy
Oh.
didn't show up, so.
Oh yeah, he 3 weeks in a row and just. Hee
Yeah, she didn't show up 3 weeks in a row after not showing up for 2 weeks at the start of the season, so.
Copless getting wham bam slammed by the
Yep.
vacuum. Holy shit.
Where's the thank you, ma'am? Come
Wham
on.
bam slam. Thank you, ma'am. Betty Crocker. Something something. Anyways. Looter is still on top with the last hits. He's got 24 last hits at almost 4 minutes. This guy is just built different, I guess.
Faceless Void at 15.
Pretty solid for an LD12 performance.
It's not very nice.
You know, they don't pay me to be nice,
They don't pay you at all.
and I'm not very good at it. So, what you get is what you get, and you won't be impressed.
I know. I'm not impressed as we speak. Vanguard, soon to come out here for Vex, which should be a very nice asset in this particular lane. Though it is,
Surge.
there is going to be quite a bit of magic damage ultimately coming out of this lineup between the snakes, the Slancer Q and E, and he's also going to just randomly die. That ain't
All you
good.
can really do is sit in the lane all the way in the creeps, and even then, Silence is gonna smack you. So I think this is kind of this is a dodge matchup kind of lane for Darkseer. You
Yep.
definitely are gonna be like, hey, while Princess is hitting the creeps, let's drag the wave and kill Copless maybe, because they do have the potential, but
The opposite just happened instead, where, the accomplice just killed him.
Yep.
Brief issue here. Should be resolved shortly. Game audio will briefly be turned off while this is dealt with. Apologies for this. Actually, we're gonna split off to a part 2 here real quick.